All right. Oh. So finding what we need for our practice today, grabbing whatever we need. If you've got your blocks, you've got your mat, a strap, an eye pillow for our final relaxation when we get there. And pillows if you need to sit on pillows, if you've got tight hip flexors or a tight low back or back pain, or you can always as well, you can be sitting up against a wall if you need to for support here as well. But finding ourselves in our simple cross leg, maybe rocking it from side to side or front to back. Or maybe you're in some stillness, but just beginning to slow everything down, quiet everything down, quiet the thoughts. Allow yourself this next hour to just be present in the moment and present with yourself and listening to your body, using your breathing, using your movement to bring you into some regulation, bring your nervous system into regulation. And if you are rocking it from side to side or front to back, let's begin to change that rocking movement into some torso twists or some torso circling. So circling that torso, beginning to warm up our abdominals, our backs, our torso, our glutes. And just circling that, and those circles can be as big or as small as feels good for you. And let's go ahead and circle that the other way. Just changing direction with that. Very nice. Good. And then while we're here in this simple cross leg, let's go ahead and that foot that is in front, or that leg that is in front of you, let's take that foot out in front of us and let's just do a little bit of a foot massage. So let's actually literally warm up those feet with your hands. My feet are freezing cold. I was gonna grab some socks, but then I didn't do it. But literally warming that up, and then we're also thinking about waking up our nerve endings and our feet. And just that nice massage, maybe massaging the arch of the foot or the ball of the foot. Maybe you've got some tenderness. I always have tenderness in the arch of my foot. It's always such a nice little thing to do, a nice little check-in with yourself. This nice little foot massage. And then working back towards the heel and the ankle. And up that shin and calf. Oh, yeah. That calf muscle as well. Good. Very nice. And then let's go ahead and switch the cross. So we'll switch that leg. I'll take that other leg in front and then give yourself a nice little massage here. Working on those toes, the ball of the foot, the arch. It's also a good time to begin to check in with your body of like, oh, okay. I'm feeling that in this area or this area. Really good to do those things, those self-check-in things, body awareness. Maybe you're looking back towards that heel. Ooh. And then towards the ankle. And gently up that shin and calf. Good, and then just stay in that simple cross leg. Let's bring it back to center, sitting ourselves up tall. Let's inhale and sweep this up. Nice big sun breath. And exhale it out. And inhale and sweep this up. And exhale it out. And inhale and sweep this up. As we exhale, let's go ahead and drop our right hand down. Lean over to the left. Or lean over to the right. Lean with your left arm. So we've got our glute and our hip and our left leg planting into the floor. That feels such a good side stretch there. Such a strong right arm here. And breathe. Inhale and exhale. Good. Let's inhale and sweep this to center. And let's take that left hand down. Reach this over. Leaning over to that left side. Reaching with that right arm. And breathe. Very nice. Inhale and sweep this up. As we exhale, let's clasp our hands behind us, if that's available to you. If you can't clasp your hands behind you, you can always grab that strap, wrap that a few times around your hands, and use that strap behind you. That can be very helpful too. If your shoulders or your chest, or you've got some arm stuff going on, or you can't clasp behind you. Let's go ahead and drop that chin to chest. And lift our eyes to sky. Head to neutral. Let's look over to the left. And over to the right. And head back to center. Good, release our arms. Inhale and sweep this up. And exhale it out. And inhale and sweep this up. Let's clasp our hands at this hop. Press our palms towards the ceiling. Let's lengthen up right here through our torso, through our arms, up through that rib cage, up through that spine. And we'll add in that big, deep inhale with that big sigh out. Let's inhale it deeply here. And exhale, big sigh out. And inhale deeply. And exhale, big sigh out. And one more time. Inhale deeply. And exhale, big sigh out. Okay, let's bring those arms out in front of us. Stop hands, rotate wrists, rotate the other way. Good, and release our arms down to our side. Roll our shoulders back. Very good. And then roll those shoulders forward. And just allowing our arms to be very heavy. Let's drop our chin back towards our chest. Shoulders are down and away. Chin to chest, nice and lengthened. And then head center, eyes to sky. And chin to chest. And eyes to sky. And chin to chest. And eyes to sky. Bring that head center. Let's look to the right. Think about that chin going over towards the shoulder. And then to the left. Same thing, chin over towards the shoulder. Look to the right. And look to the left. Head back to center. Let's take our left hand to our right thigh. Right hand just comes behind us, and let's spinal twist. Our first spinal twist of the practice today. Let's inhale it deeply here. And exhale it out. And again, big deep inhale. And exhale it out. Bring this back to center. Reach that right arm across, left hand behind us, and let's twist it to this other side. Inhale it deeply here. And exhale it out. And big deep inhale. And exhale it out. Good, bring this back to center. Inhale and sweep this up. And exhale. And again, inhale and sweep. And exhale it out. Good. Roll our shoulders back and roll those shoulders forward. If you're sitting on something, you can go ahead and move that off to the side. And let's go ahead and take our legs. We're going to lean ourselves back onto our hands. Take our legs as wide as your mat or wider or more narrow, whatever feels best for you. And let's go ahead and drop our knees from side to side. So just beginning to warm up, wake up, warm up our hips, our hip flexors, our lower body, our legs. Right there. Just dropping that from side to side, side to side. This is also good for those wrists too, because we are leaning back onto that. So it's a nice little wrist waker upper as well. Let's go ahead and keep our right leg in front, this right zigzag. Let's sit ourselves up tall, twist it tall to the left first. So a tall twist to the left. And then let's go ahead and do that big twist to the right. Oh yeah. And you can walk your hands further behind you, using your hands as leverage to get a nice twist here. Ooh. And breathe deeply here. Breathe down into your belly, down low. And then let's go ahead and bring this back to center. Let's twist quick for 4. So let's take this for 4 and center. It's 3 and center. It's 2 and center. And last 1 and back to center. Let's go ahead and hinge this forward. We can walk our hands forward. If that's uncomfortable for you, feel free to use the height of a block. So that can be helpful too. If you can't quite hinge forward with your hands on the floor, then you can use the block. You can use 2 blocks. You can use stacks of books. You can use stacks of pillows, whatever you need to help with some height. Your height may even be up here. So just listening to your body and what helps you with your hips and with your back. Good. Let's go ahead and lean this back again. And we will take those legs back into that windshield wiper. So taking that from side to side. And your feet can be planted, or you can be lifting them up like I am lifting mine up. Sometimes it feels really good to have them just in one stationary place and planted. It can feel really good for those hips. Good, let's go ahead and keep that left leg in front. Sit ourselves up tall. And let's go ahead and twist. Ooh, twist to the right. So a tall twist to the right first. And then let's do that big twist. Just move myself a little bit. Big twist, ooh, to the left. And just like with that other side, you can leverage that, the twist. You can leverage that twist with those hands as much as you need to. Oh, on the floor, and breathe. And let's bring this back to center and let's twist quick for 4. Let's take this for 4 and center. It's 3 and center. It's 2 and center. And last 1. Ooh. And back to center. And just like we did with the other side, let's go ahead and hinge this forward. Forward. Use height if you need to for that. Nice hinge. It's just waking up those hip flexors. Breathe it here. Inhale. And exhale it out. Good. And then from this hinge, let's go ahead and bring ourselves forward onto all 4s. So we were coming forward on all 4s. Shoulders are over our wrists. Hips are over those knees. We've got this nice alignment. Let's drop our belly to the floor. Take our eyes to the sky. We're going to hold this right here. So we're holding this cow pose. Oh, that feels really good on that spine. Just letting that belly drop. Eyes are lifting towards the sky. I don't see the ceiling here, but I'm trying to lift my eyes towards the sky. Let's go ahead and round that spine. Take our chin to chest and we're gonna hold this rounding now. So holding this cat position, rounding that up, and maybe, it feels good to shift your weight to the front and to the back. Maybe that feels good on those wrists. Or it helps to open up those back muscles, those tight muscles in the back. Good. We're going to add a breath with this movement. So into the cat and cow. Let's drop our belly to the floor, eyes to the sky. Inhale. And exhale, round that spine up. Inhale, drop that belly. And exhale, round that spine. Inhale, drop that belly. And exhale, round that spine. Inhale, drop that belly. And exhale, round that spine. Good, let's bring our back nice and flat. Let's lift our right leg up, lengthen up through that right leg. You can keep this here. This might be as far as you want to go today. Otherwise, we're going to bring our left arm up into that bird dog. This is our first balance pose of our practice today. Very good. Let's take our elbow to our knee, and we're going to go 6 times. Let's go ahead and bring this in for 6 and extend. Here's 5 and extend. Here's 4 and extend. Here's 3 and extend. It's 2 and extend. And last one. And let's hold this extension here. So holding that. Good. Release the arm, release the leg. Cat and cow again. Let's drop that belly, eyes to sky. And round our spine, chin to chest. Drop that belly, inhale. And round that spine, exhale. Good, flatten through our back. And let's take it to the other side. So now let's lift our left leg up. And again, this might be as far as you want to go today with this. Otherwise, you're going to bring up that right arm. And we're working on our balance here in this full bird dog pose. And we're going to take the elbow to the knee 6 times. Let's bring this in for 6 and extend. Here's 5 and extend. Here's 4 and extend. Here's 3 and extend. It's 2 and extend. And last one and extend and hold. Good. Let's release the arm, release the leg. Cat and cow again. Drop that belly. Inhale. And round that spine, exhale. Drop that belly, inhale. And round that spine, exhale. Good, bring ourselves back into a nice child's pose. Glutes go back to heels, lengthening through our arms. And breathe it here, so good. Let's look at our hands. Walk our hands over to the right. Let's take our left hand on top of that right hand. And our left glute is trying to get to that left heel. Get that really nice side stretch here. Breathe. And let's walk those hands to the other side. So walking over to the left. Let's take our right hand on top of our left hand. And we're going to go ahead and take that right glute to that right heel. Very nice. And bring ourselves back to center. Bring ourselves up. Let's take our legs underneath us. Grab a block. And we're going to go into some bridge work. So grabbing that block, let's take ourselves down onto our backs. We're lining our feet up with our knees. Our knees are lined up with our hips. Our feet are pretty close. We're walking our heels, feet pretty close to our glutes. We're going to inhale as we lift our pelvis up and exhale as we lower that pelvis down. So we've got that block between those knees so that we are engaging our legs, our thighs the whole time. Let's go ahead and inhale and lift this up. And exhale and lower this down. Inhale and lifting. And exhale, lowering this down. Inhale and lifting up. Exhale and lowering it down. Inhale and lifting it up. And exhale, lowering this down. Good. Inhale and lift and hold. So we're gonna lift this up into this nice bridge, hold this here. You can exhale while we're up here, so just breathe normally while we're up here. If you wanna take your shoulders underneath you a little bit more, you can. We're gonna hold this bridge here for 4 breath cycles. Inhale it deeply and exhale it out. And inhale and exhale. 2 more times. Inhaling it deeply and exhaling it out. And 1 more time. Inhaling it deeply and exhaling it out. Good. Let's slowly drop that pelvis down towards the floor. Very nice. Very, very good. And just relax it here just for a moment. We're going to do that 1 more time where we lift up into that bridge and do a breath cycle for 4 breaths. So keeping our alignment. And let's go ahead and inhale and lift this up, squeezing those glutes, holding that block. You can exhale while we're lifted here because we're going to stay lifted. And we're going to stay lifted for that 4 breath cycle again. Let's inhale it deeply here. And exhale it out. And inhale it deeply. And exhale it out. 2 more times. Inhaling it deeply. And exhaling it out. And 1 more time. Big deep inhale. And a big deep exhale. Good, let's drop that pelvis to the floor. Very nice. We can release that block. Let's take our right ankle to our left thigh. Press our inner right thigh away. Getting that outer hip stretch right there. So good. And then release that. Let's take it to the other side. Left ankle onto that right thigh. Press that inner thigh away. And then release that. Bringing ourselves up, let's go ahead and bring ourselves all the way up. Let's lengthen through our legs and find ourselves in our staff pose, our seated staff pose. So our legs are nice and long. Let's reach up through our arms, finding that capital L position. Really, really difficult pose here. Remember, the longer the levers, so we've got our lengthened legs and we've got our lengthened arms. So those are your levers. Longer the levers, the more difficult the position is. So if we want to make it easier, you could bring it here and you could bend your knees. Otherwise, we're going to lift and we're going to breathe for 3 breaths here. Inhale it deeply and exhale it out. And deep inhale and exhale it out. And big deep inhale and exhale it out. Good. Releasing our arms and go ahead and release them down. Let's bring our right leg in. Go ahead and bring that in and give that a nice big hug. Hugging that feels really good. Let's take this leg over the other leg. Let's wrap that arm around. Oh yeah, nice twist here. Spinal twist. That left foot is active. It is awake. It is flexed. It is working. Let's breathe it here. Inhale it deeply. And exhale it out. And big deep inhale. And exhale it out. Good. Bring this to center. And let's twist it the other way. So twisting to the left. Big deep breath. Inhale. And exhale that breath. Good. Bring this to center. Let's bring both of our feet together. Sit ourselves up tall. Oh, and this nice butterfly. And a nice breath here as well. Inhale it deeply. And exhale it out. Good. Let's lengthen through our legs again. So take ourselves back into our staff pose. Reaching up through our arms. Let's inhale and exhale it out. 2 more times. Inhale it deeply. And exhale it out. And 1 more time. Big deep inhale. And exhale it out. release our arms. Let's bring our left leg in. Hug that leg in, bring that in. Good, let's take our leg over that other leg. Let's wrap that right arm around. Always. Oh, such a good twist. Let's breathe it here. Inhale it deeply. And exhale it. Good. Another breath. Inhale it deeply. And exhale it out. Good. Twisting the other way. And breathe. Inhale. And exhale. Good. Bring ourselves to center. Bring those feet together once again. Nice butterfly. And let's do a breath here. Inhale. And exhale it. Very good. Change this into a simple cross leg. And let's go and just bring ourselves forward onto all fours. You can place your blocks where you want them for your sun salutations when we get there. I'm going to put them at the front edge of my mat. We're back onto all fours. Let's curl our toes under, and we're going to take ourselves into our first downward facing dog. So curling our toes under, keeping our knees bent as we lift our tails to the ceiling. So lifting this up, lengthening through our arms. Oh, good stretch through that spine, through our armpits, through our chest. And from here, we can begin to pedal our feet, pedaling our heels down towards the floor. Yeah, right there. Just waking those legs up more. They've been awake now, but now we're getting our calves, our Achilles tendons, our feet, ankles, hamstrings. Let's drop both those heels towards the floor. We've got ourselves in this downward facing dog. This is that nice inversion pose where our head is lower than our heart right here. Oh, that is good, good stuff. Let's lift up on our toes, keep our heels high, and then let's go ahead and drop both of our heels over to one side, stretching through our ankles. Good side stretch for those calves as well. And then bring that back to center and drop our heels over to the other side. Oh, such good calf stretch, such a good ankle stretch. Such good strengthening for our arms, just holding ourselves up like this whole time. Good, bring this back to center. Very nice, maybe finding a little stillness here in this down dog. Maybe nod that head yes, and shake that head no. And let's walk our feet to meet our hands, standing forward fold at the front of our mat. Very good. So we've got those blocks, we've got our feet planted, hands onto, oh, actually, let's go ahead and have our arms dangling. So let's dangle those arms, oh yeah, into a nice forward fold right here, a rag doll. And we can grab that opposite elbow with the opposite hand, make a frame for that head. Upper body is heavy as we are folded over. Just breathing, nice deep breathing, feeling that back rib cage expand and contract. Good, let's go ahead and release those arms, hold those blocks. Let's inhale, flatten through that back, look forward, exhale and release. Inhale, sweep our arms all the way up towards the sky. And exhale it around to chair. Good, inhale and sweep this up. And exhale, dive it down and over. Good, go ahead and keep it there. I'm gonna fix my mat really quick. A little too close to the, there we go. All right, we're in this nice forward fold. Let's inhale, flatten our back, look forward. Exhale, release. Inhale and sweep our arms up. Exhale it around to chair. Inhale and sweep this up. Exhale, dive it down and over. Inhale, flatten our back, look forward. Exhale and release. Our right foot's going to stay forward. Our left foot's going to go back into a nice strong lunge. Left hand is on the floor or on a block or on a chair or on a stack of pillows, whatever you need to use for support here, into this lunge. Look, this lunge is so good, not only for flexibility and mobility, but for balance too. Even though you're being held by a lot of things, we're still working on our balance here. You're still having to engage your core and your glutes and work on that balance. Very nice. Bring this back to center. Take that foot back to meet the other foot into a top of plank. Let's shift our weight forward, drop to fronts of the knees, uncurl our toes. Heart goes down to the floor, heart lifts up off of the floor. Curl our toes under, lift and press. Downward facing dog and breathe. Remembering that our downward facing dog is one of our home bases, downward facing dog and child's pose. So if you ever need to take a break, you can always come into a down dog and catch your breath, or just compose yourself, whatever you need to do. This is always a good one. This is a really good one because it's an inversion as well. So it can help with your mindset. If you're having a hard time, it can help change things up. Let's walk our feet to meet our hands, standing forward fold at the front edge of our mat. Inhale, flat back, look forward. Exhale and release. Inhale and sweep our arms up. Exhale it around to chair. Inhale and sweep this up. Exhale, dive it down and over. Inhale, flat back, look forward. Exhale and release. Our left foot's going to stay forward. Our right foot's going to go back into a lunge. Right hand on the floor, on the block, on the pillows, whatever you are using, or on the chair. And let's spinal twist over to the left and breathe it in this lunge. Nice strong lunge here. Good, bring ourselves back to center. Take that foot back to meet the other foot into a top of plank. Shift our weight, drop to fronts of the knees, uncurl our toes. Heart goes down, heart lifts up. Curl our toes under, lift and press. Downward facing dog and breathe. Maybe nod that head yes, and maybe shake that head no. Let's walk those feet to meet those hands, standing forward fold at the front of our mat. Inhale, flat back, look forward. Exhale and release. Inhale and sweep up. Exhale it around to chair. Inhale and lift. Exhale, dive it down and over. Inhale, flat back, look forward. Exhale and release. Right foot's going to stay forward again. Left foot's going to go back. Left hand goes on that block or the floor. Let's spinal twist over to the right. Good, and maybe this one feels a little stronger, or you feel a little more flexible in it because we're going through our second round. Good, bring this back to center. Take that foot back to meet the other foot into a top of plank. Shift our weight forward, drop to fronts of the knees, uncurl our toes. Heart goes down, heart lifts up. Curl our toes under, lift and press, downward facing dog, and breathe. We're going to do 3 rounds of our sun salutations today. So this is our second of our third on this, the first side. Good, let's walk our feet to meet our hands, standing forward fold, front edge of our mat. Let's inhale, flat back, look forward. Exhale and release. Inhale and sweep our arms up. Exhale it around to chair. Inhale and lift. Exhale, dive it down and over. Inhale, flat back, look forward. Exhale and release. Left foot's going to stay forward. Right foot's going to go back into lunge. Right hand on the block, on the floor, or whatever you're using to prop yourself up. Let's go ahead and twist this open and breathe. And bring this to center. Take that foot back to meet the other foot into a top of plank. Shift our weight forward, drop to fronts of the knees, uncurl our toes. Heart goes down, heart lifts up. Curl our toes under, lift and press, downward facing dog, and breathe. Very nice. Enjoy this down dog. Maybe you're working on your heels, trying to get down towards the floor to get a little more calf stretching.
It might be helpful to take your feet wider, as wide as your mat or even wider than that. That is really helpful. Let's walk our feet to meet our hands, standing forward, fold front edge of our mat, and we'll move into our last cycle of sun salutations. Let's go ahead and inhale, flat back, look forward. Exhale and release. Inhale and sweep our arms up. Exhale it around into chair. Good. Inhale and lift. Exhale, dive it down and over. Inhale, flat back, look forward. Exhale and release. Right foot stays forward, left foot goes back. Left hand on the block or on the floor or whatever you're using to prop yourself up and open that up. Oh yeah, third time's a charm right there. Breathe that. Breathe it in and exhale it out. Good, bring ourselves back to center. Take that foot back to meet the other foot, top of plank. Let's shift that weight forward, drop to fronts of the knees, uncurl our toes. Heart goes down, heart lifts up. Curl our toes under, lift and press, downward facing dog, and breathe. Let's walk our feet to meet our hands, standing forward fold. Front edge of our mat. Let's inhale, flat back, look forward. Exhale, release. Inhale, sweep our arms up. Exhale it around to chair. Good, inhale and lift. Exhale, dive it down and over. Inhale, flat back, look forward. Exhale and release. Our left foot stays forward. Our right foot goes back into lunge. Right hand on the block or the floor. Let's spinal twist open and breathe it. And bring this to center. Take our foot back to meet the other foot, top of plank. Shift that weight, drop to fronts of the knees, uncurl our toes. Heart goes down, heart lifts up. Curl our toes under, lift and press, downward facing dog, and breathe. Good, let's walk our feet to meet our hands, standing forward, fold. Inhale and sweep our arms up nice and tall, tall mounted pose. Exhale, dive it down and over. Good. Let's go ahead and take both of those feet back to a top of plank. Nice strong top of plank here. Shift our weight, drop to fronts of the knees, uncurl our toes. Heart goes down, heart lifts up. Curl our toes under, lift and press, downward facing dog, and breathe. We're going to center our weight here. So center that weight, and let's lift our right leg up. Right leg is lifted, 3-leg down dog. Bend at that right knee and try and take that right heel over towards that left glute. Opening up the hip a little bit more and getting a nice quadricep stretch in the front of that thigh as well. Let's bring our bent knee back to center and let's go ahead and sweep this leg through into a pigeon. And I'm going to use support here. Always feel free to use support anytime you need to for any of the poses. I'm going to use support for my pigeon, and you can be on your hands. We can be down onto the elbows, or we can be all the way lengthened through those arms. Whatever feels the best for you, most supportive, strongest, and helps to open up that hip. So we're in this nice pigeon pose, this full pigeon on the floor. Breathe it here. And let's press ourselves up, reach our left hand back for our left foot so we can get a nice quadricep stretch right here. If that's not available to you,
you can just be lifting that leg. You'll still get a good stretch there. And then we're gonna go ahead and bring this back leg. So bringing this leg around into that pretzel. Oh, goodness gracious. So trying to get yourself into that pretzel, bringing that leg over, trying to work on both of those glutes touching the floor. I know for certain that they're not going to do that today, so that's why I'm keeping my pillow here. Otherwise, I would have moved it. Or if you know that you're super tight, you can be in a simple cross leg right here as well. That's your other option, is to be in that simple cross leg. It's not as intense as this pretzel right here. So we are breathing, inhaling, and exhaling. And again, inhale it deeply. And exhale it out. Good, let's go ahead and take that top leg, take it back behind us. Oi, very nice. And then if you're using a pillow for support, you can move that out of the way because we're gonna press ourselves back up into a downward facing dog. So finding this down dog, let's walk both of our feet to meet our hands into a standing forward fold at the front of our mat. Let's inhale, tall mountain. Exhale, dive it down and over, both feet back into top of plank. Good, shift our weight forward, drop to fronts of the knees, uncurl our toes. Heart goes down, heart lifts up. Curl our toes under, lift and press, downward facing dog. Now we did that, the pigeon and the one-legged down dog on the other side. We're gonna do it on this side now. So let's go ahead and begin to center our weight, center where we're at. And let's lengthen up through our left leg. So left leg lifted. Let's bend at that knee and drop our heel over towards that right glute. Ooh, this side is a lot tighter. So maybe you're finding that as well, or maybe you found that on the other side. Just recognizing if there's some differences from side to side for you. Let's bring our bent knee back to center and sweep this leg through into pigeon on this side. So maybe sitting into that or using support if you want. You're either on your hands on those elbows or all the way down onto the floor. Whatever you did on the other side, try and do that same thing here so that you have that nice balanced stretching. We don't want to become too strong or too hyper flexible on one side over the other, because that can very well lead to injury. And this is what we're trying to prevent. We're trying to strengthen both sides of the body equally, breathing it here. Press ourselves up, halfway up. Let's reach our right hand back for our right foot if that's available to you. If you can't do that, then you can be lifting that leg up. You might even get a cramp in your hamstring or your glute, and that's pretty normal too. But we're just stretching through that. Oh, it's a good arm stretch too, a good bicep stretch. And then let's go ahead and we're gonna bring our leg around. So bringing this around into, oh, that pretzel. Goodness. Again, trying to get both of our glutes down towards the floor. If that is not happening for you, that is okay, very much okay. Or if it's very painful for you, simple cross leg will work, is great here. It's still opening up those hips and breathing it here. Inhale it deeply and exhale it out. And big deep inhale and exhale it out. Good. You can probably add in another breath here if you want. We might hold it for just a little bit longer. Very good. And then let's go ahead and take this top leg, bring this top leg back around. If you were using support, you can go ahead and move that off to the side.
And we're gonna press ourselves back up into our downward facing dog. So lifting that up, nice down dog right here, and breathe. Maybe nod the head or shake the head. And let's walk our feet to meet our hands, standing forward fold at the front of our mat. Let's inhale and sweep this up. And then let's go ahead and exhale, release our arms to our sides. Grab both of your blocks, grab your strap. And we're gonna take our legs wide on our mat. So we're gonna take ourselves to the wide part of our mat. Take your blocks, place them right where you'll be able to use them. Or you can stack your blocks, however that feels best for you, however much height you want. But just have your blocks within reaching distance. And then let's go ahead and grab that strap. Let's take our toes. We want our legs very wide. Let's take our toes and slightly inwards or straight to the front like they're on railroad tracks. And if you can, big toes slightly inwards so that we're protecting our knee joints. Let's take that strap. We can wrap the strap a few times. Well, I'll do it behind me. Wrap that strap a few times and then use that behind us and open that up. Or you can just hold the strap. You don't have to even wrap it. If you need that length for your flexibility, then go ahead and use that. Opening this up, our toes are slightly inwards. We're going to do a wide-legged forward fold and open up our shoulder joints. So we're going to take this down and allow gravity. Ooh, arms going down towards the floor. This may be super uncomfortable and you may need to take breaks. You may need to come up and then come back down. So do whatever works for you. If you can stay down and kind of let gravity slowly pull those arms towards the floor, stretching through those shoulder capsules, stretching through those muscles. I don't know, it's my legs a lot today too. I'm feeling it in the backs of my legs. Breathe it here. Inhale and exhale. Maybe nodding that head is helpful or shaking it. It's very challenging. Keep breathing in this forward fold. Very nice. It can be really hard to keep it in the fold and keep that head lowered for such a long time. Let's do another breath here. Inhale it deeply and exhale it out. And then very slowly, let's bring ourselves up. Very nice, good. And then we can go ahead and release that strap. Good, release that off to the side. And let's take our toes. Now our toes can go out to the sides. Let's inhale and sweep our arms up. Exhale, dive this down and over. So those feet are just nice and neutral right now. And let's take our blocks. We can rest our hands on our blocks. Let's inhale, flat back, look forward so that we're in a wide-legged tabletop right here. Exhale it and release. Good, let's inhale, flat back, look forward again. And exhale, release. And again, inhale, flat back, look forward. Nice. Let's keep our right hand pressed onto that block or to the floor, depending on your flexibility. Let's open up our left arm. Spinal twisting. Ooh, so good. Twisting this over. Very nice. And breathe. And then let's thread this arm through to the shin of the other leg. So left arm is reaching to the shin of the right leg. One breath here. And exhale it out. Good. Bring this back to center and relax this right here. Relax that head and neck. Relax those arms. Let's inhale, flat back, look forward. Exhale and release. Inhale, flat back, look forward again. Hold this here. And let's take our left hand onto block. Open up the right side. So opening that up and breathing. Good, let's take that top hand and sweep this through, thread the needle or thread that through. Right hand to that left shin and breathe a breath here. and bring this back to center. Let's take our hands right to our hip flexors and lead with that head, bring ourselves up. Very nice, good job. All right, you can move that off to the side. Grab what we need for final relaxation. Also grab that strap. Take ourselves to the short edge of our mat. Let's inhale and sweep this up. Exhale, dive this down and over. Both feet back into a nice top of plank. Drop to our knees, back into a child's pose. Arms by our sides, palms facing up, elbows dropping open off to the side. Make yourself into a nice little turtle right here. Good. Hands by knees, press ourselves up. Let's lay onto our backs and go ahead and grab your strap. And grab that eye pillow if you use an eye pillow or pillows or blankets and put that within your reaching distance. Otherwise, we're going to take ourselves down onto our backs. We've got that strap and let's go ahead and take that strap around our right foot. Let's lengthen through our left leg. Strap is around that right foot. Let's pull that right leg into our torso. Oh, and hug that in. Goodness. Right there. So good. Let's press up through that heel to the ceiling. Let's keep that strap in our left hand and let's drop our leg across the body and breathe it here. Maybe you can look over to the right. Let's bring that leg back to center. Pull that leg towards us, bend at the other leg. Let's release that strap. Take our strap around the other foot. So strap's gonna go around that left leg. Pull that left knee in, left leg in. Oh yeah, give that a nice big hug. That right leg is nice and long and straightened on the floor. Let's press up through that left heel to the ceiling. Pull our leg towards us. Let's keep our strap in our right hand. Drop that leg across, deep twist here. Maybe looking to the left. Breathe. Bring our leg back to center, pull that leg towards you, bend at the other leg, release that, keep our strap. Let's go ahead and bend our knees, lift our feet up, take our strap around both of our feet, and we're gonna go into happy baby's pose. You don't have to use a strap here. I think I'm just gonna hold onto my toes. Otherwise, you could be holding onto that strap. And we've got the nice, oh, happy baby's pose right here. And your happy baby's pose can be still, or you can add that little rocking. Oh my goodness. That's like a kidney massage right there. Oh, the rocking from side to side. That happy baby's pose. So good. A few breaths here. There. Let's go ahead and release one leg, release the other leg, and let's lengthen through our legs and reach, lengthen through our arms. So let's lengthen through that, reaching through that, and breathing, grabbing your eye pillow, because we're going to move into our relaxation, or we are already moving into it. Grabbing that eye pillow, if you use an eye pillow, placing that over your face, over your eyes, enjoying the heaviness right there. Reaching through those arms, reaching through those legs. Big, deep inhale. And an exhale out. One more big breath. Inhale it deeply. This time, as you exhale, sink even further. So allow yourself to sink and settle. Let your feet just fall open, arms open, hands open, palms open towards the sky. Relax that face, that jaw. Giving yourself this time of silence, quiet.
down through our knees. And flatten through that back. Still relaxing. And drop both those knees over to one side. Take yourself onto your side. And just breathing here. And then let's slowly press ourselves up, bring ourselves up into a seated pose, seated form that feels supportive and strong for you. Sitting ourselves up tall, lengthening up through our spine. Head is lifted tall as well. Let's inhale and sweep our arms up, bring our hands to prayer, and exhale, eyes following our fingers, take our chin to chest. Good, lift that head center. Take our fingers to forehead. As we leave today, let us think thoughts of truth. Take our fingers to our lips. As we leave today and speak with others, let us speak words of love. Take our hands to our hearts. As we leave today, let our lives be a light of truth and a light of love, having hearts of compassion and mercy, knowing that we have not been given the spirit of fear, but the spirit of love and a sound and peaceful mind. Inhaling it deeply and exhale. And again, big deep inhale. And a big cleansing exhale. And thank you for joining me for the practice today.